Okay, testing. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Can you guys hear me? I'm so sorry about that. Okay, I think you can hear me again now. That's wonderful. All right. Sorry about that. Some technical issues with the stream. Something that I'm fairly new to, live streaming. We've only done, I think, 5 or 6 of these now. I'm not new to building computers. That's my forte. I'm pretty good at that. But live streaming is still, we're still learning here. So apologies again for the cut stream. Hopefully you can all hear me. Could I please get some checks in the chat to say that you can see and hear me okay? That would be great, thank you. And if you're wondering why I keep looking over to the left, that's where my monitor is, so I can see that everything's working okay. Okay. So you can hear me again, this is great. Thank you so much. Right, so we'll try that again, shall we? I'm not sure how much of the intro you guys heard before, but Merry Christmas to Percy. I understand this is one of your Christmas presents, so I'm really happy for you. I hope you're going to be able to play lots of fun games. It'd be interesting to know what kind of games you like to play, Percy, so you know, shout along in the chat. Talk to me about what you're going to do with your PC, what games you're going to play. Percy's dad and grandparents and anyone else that's joining, this is an interactive experience, so please ask as many questions as you like. I'll go along, I'll keep my eyes on the chat, and anything you want to ask or just shout out, please feel free just to go ahead, and we'll try to have as fun and interactive experience as we can. So I don't think it's going to take a lot of time to build this. Probably an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer. Feel free to dip in and dip out as you like, and yeah, we'll get started. So my name is Tal. I'm from Gamertech. So Gamertech is a new PC building company. Our motto and our goal is to put as many PCs into the hands of gamers as possible. Now, I think the world has gone a little bit crazy recently. Everything is quite expensive, so our aim is to make sure that our PCs are as affordable as possible. So, you know, obviously we're in this to make a little bit of money. This is, you know, this is our main job. You know, this is our career and our passion. But we're not in this to profiteer, and as a result, I hope that we're going to have, you know, affordable PCs that kids like Percy can get for Christmas, you know, without breaking the bank too much. I think we've got a really nice little PC here. This is going to be a great first PC, and importantly, it's going to be upgradable as well. So I don't know how much you viewers know about computers in general, but of course, if you have questions, please ask. But the idea behind a systems integrator like Gamertech, as opposed to maybe a company called like Dell, HP or Lenovo, is everything that we sell is off-the-shelf components and all upgradable. So Hugh and Percy, if you decided later that you wanted to swap out your graphics card for something super duper powerful, you can do that. Same with your CPU. You can take out this CPU and you could put an absolute monster, you know, like a 14700, a 14900 in there if you wanted, a bit later down the line. So everything is fully upgradable. So Apex Legends, is the main game for Percy. Great, I love a bit of Apex Legends. This is going to be able to run Apex 1080p at really high frames per second, probably about 100 to 120. It's going to be really smooth, really nice. You might have to bring some of the settings down a little bit. This is, you know, a fairly entry-level PC, but if you what we'll do is I'll have a look before we ship it out tomorrow. I'll have a look at I'll install Apex Legends, do a little bit of testing, and make sure that I've got all of the settings done right, so it's a really good and fun experience playing it for you as well. What I'll also be doing as standard, and what we do for every PC, is that we'll do extensive testing, benchmarking to make sure that the PC is all running fine. So overnight this evening we'll probably do about 8 hours of real intensive testing on the PC, just to make sure all the components are going to last a lifetime and that everything's ready to go and isn't going to break in a couple of weeks. So yeah, okay. With that, I think we'll get started. So please ask any questions as we go, okay? Happy to answer anything you want to know, and just let's have fun. Okay, so let me just move some of this across here, because we won't need a lot of this right now. Firstly, we're going to work on the motherboard, okay? So what I'll do is I'll go through all of the components that we've got. So, let me just, should have second camera here, and you should be able to see a pretty good image of top down of the motherboard. I might just zoom into that a little bit more so you guys can see. Hold on 1 second. Maybe a bit too far. Let's try that. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? Okay, nice and easy. So as you can see, so there's one step that I did off camera, and I just had the CPU in the motherboard, and I was just checking that everything is running, because we've had this in stock for a few weeks now, and this is why we were able to do our little Christmas upgrade for Percy, as we've had this system in stock for a little while, and really, there was no point in it just sitting around. I wanted it to go to a good home. We didn't. I was waiting for a Christmas order. We had a couple before Christmas, and I was really hoping that we would get an order either on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or Boxing Day, so that I could spring the nice surprise on whoever bought it that they'll get some Christmas upgrades. And I'm really glad that it's gone to you, Percy, because I think you'll really enjoy it. So. What we've got is we've got a better motherboard for you. So instead of the H610, we've got the B760M gaming from Gigabyte. So that's going to give you a bit more connectivity. It's going to give you a bit more VRM and power delivery. So it's going to be a bit more robust in terms of the way it delivers power to the CPU. And of course, what that means is if you were to put a much more powerful CPU in it later, you can deliver a lot more power to that CPU without the motherboard saying, whoa, hang on a minute, that's a bit too much power. Now, the more entry-level motherboard, the 610, would be not capable of running some of the really high-end CPUs, like the 14700K, the 14900K, but this one definitely is. You've also got, instead of the 12100K, you've got the 13100K, which is the next generation up. Now, still got the same amount of cores, but it's a little bit faster, and the IPC, which is just kind of the general performance of the chip, is much better as well. So that's great. We've then got a RAM. So we've got 16 gigabytes of fast DDR4 RAM. So from Kingston, and we've also got a Kingston 1 terabyte SSD. So let's get everything prepped into our motherboard. We'll then install our cooler. Now, instead of the stock CPU cooler that you get with some of the low-end motherboards, we've got a deep cool cooler that we've upgraded as well, and that's just going to give you a bit more cooling so that you can put more power into the chip and run it a bit faster. So, okay, let's get started. So, we'll get our RAM in first, and what we're looking to do here is, it's really simple. RAM only goes in one way. We make sure that we line the socket up with the little notch here in our RAM, and we're just looking for a couple of clicks, make sure it goes in properly. And we'll do the same again on this one. There we go, nicely clicked in there. Now we're going to install the SSD. Just need a smaller bit for the screwdriver on this one. It's a very small little screw head. Okay, and get that in there, and just make sure that this is screwed down so it doesn't come loose. It's really simple. So, Percy, are there any other games that you're planning on playing once you've become platinum in Apex Legends? I wish I could get that level, but I'm not good enough. Maybe you will be. Kids these days are better than I ever was, that's for sure. Everything's still okay on the stream. Just oh. Okay, I think everything is looking fine now. We've got an excellent condition on our stream, so great. Yeah, so Percy, any other games you're going to be playing? I know there's some really good games that have come out this year. Hogwarts Legacy, if you're a Harry Potter fan, that was really good. I spent loads of time playing Baldur's Gate 3. That was amazing. If you're into role-playing games, that's super fun. Let's see, what else might you be into? Well, you probably know Minecraft. I imagine you're probably a Minecraft player as well. I've got some nieces and a nephew. My nephew Jack, he's massively into Minecraft, massively into Apex. He plays Call of Duty with me. He plays all of the games. So yeah, this is going to be able to run everything, which is going to be really great. Right, so let's get our cooler on. So this is a real simple way to mount. There's a really nice mounting bracket on this. All we do is we simply put it down in place, get it in line, and then screw it on. Nice and easy. The only thing we want to be careful of is just making sure that we've got the same amount of pressure from one side to the next side, so that it doesn't bend or put undue pressure on one side. Just make sure, yeah, that's good. The Finals, CS, oh, Diablo 2, yeah, and Call of Duty as well. Wow, okay, right. Yeah, you're going to have loads of fun. Are you upgrading from an older PC, Hugh and Percy? Is this your first PC, or what's the situation? I haven't played the Finals yet, so I've seen some streamers playing the Finals, and it looks really fun, but it also looks ultra fast paced, and I'm maybe a little bit old and slow now for playing a game like that. I probably need my games to be a bit slower, but it does look loads and loads of fun. That's true on Baldur's Gate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't think about that. Probably not right for a 12-year-old. Right. Okay. So we've got our RAM. We've got our can you see that? Yeah, we can. We've got our SSD in here, and now we've got our cooler installed as well. So this is ready to actually go into our case now. So let's just put this aside for a second and make a bit of room. So, in the spirit of upgrades, oh god, that's pretty heavy. In the spirit of upgrades, we've also upgraded your case, Percy. So, have a look at this. Well, let me see if I can get this out first. It's quite big. Now, this is probably my favourite case, and it's certainly one of the best cases on the market. So it's the Lianli LAN-Cool 216. The airflow in this is brilliant. It looks great. It's got two big, I think 180 millimeter RGB fans at the front. It looks super nice, and it's really spacious as well. So it's got a lot of room if you wanted to put a bigger graphics card in or upgrade anything later down the line. So let's just sorry about all the noise. Okay. All right, so this is another one of our little surprise upgrades for Percy. What do you think of that? Look at those big fans in there, and they're really, really nice when you get the RGB going as well. You can change all the colours. It's got a nice tinted side panel here, so you can see inside everything. It's really, really cool. I like this case a lot. First PC, and we have an Xbox, but Percy is keen for a PC. That's great. I am so excited. I can't think back to when I got my first PC, because, well, that was quite a long time ago. But it's such an exciting time. And the great thing about PCs, as opposed to things like consoles, you know, your Xbox, is you can learn on it, with it, and while using it as well. You know, there's so much potential. You can do so much on a PC. It's fantastic. You know, you can play games, but you can also use it as your media center. You can also have all of your films and pictures that you might take. This is more to Percy's dad, of course. You could, you know, later in life when Percy's a bit older, you can use it to start learning some new skills, like maybe, you know, how to do computer programming. I don't know what you want to do when you get a bit older, Percy, but you know, you wouldn't go far wrong to get into computers. Very team. Oh, so Ruben's saying +1 for Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, phenomenal game. I'd also recommend Deep Rock Galactic if he likes a first-person shooter game, especially if his friends have PC games. Great to play with your buddies. Oh right, yeah, okay. I've not played Deep Rock Galactic actually. I've heard of the name, but it's not one I've tried. Hang on a second. I think we're getting some issues again. I don't think so. Everything looks clear. All right, that's fine. Okay, just going to take a little bit of water. Okay, so let's go back to, let's do a, oh, that's probably a bit too far. Let's try this. And let's change our overhead cam a little bit. There we go, because we're on the PC now. I mean, we're on the, oh no. Something's happened again, hasn't it? Oh, all right. I'm not sure what's going on here, guys. I'm so sorry, but we seem to have another technical issue. So let me just see if I can fix this.